Hey everybody, we are actually in the eye wall of a slightly stronger Ada. It is unbelievable whipping here.
This old job is always causing stress.
I'm tucking the truck here perfectly.
All I ever do is work, I don't get no rest.
Man, I got some video footage.
Night is on the way.
Crazy. Let me see if I can get outside.
Down in trouble water.
You just wouldn't believe how much rock in the truck is. Oh shit!
Oh, me drunk donkey IPA. Let that magic mango chase my blues away.
We're in the eye of Ada here in Key Largo.
Among my friends.
Tremendous
I
amount of
swear the page goes live again.
coming in. Currently, I'm semi-protected here by my truck, so no worries. But semi-protected. I don't want to get the camera wet, but man, the trees beside me are completely sideways. I'm not sure what the gusts are, but definitely this is the tropical storm. I think we're seeing a little higher gusts. I got the back turned right now and trying to keep the camera from getting wet. We're in Key Largo. We're in the eye of Ada.
Yeehaw. Yeehaw. I was singing. That's our Thursday song, but today is Wednesday. We'll be playing Thursday's song today because we won't be live tomorrow because it's Thanksgiving. Who's ready for Thanksgiving? Happy Thanksgiving Eve, everybody. Yeah, I can taste Mom and Dad's Thanksgiving dinner. They are, let me see, change my colors there a little bit. We had a power surge and had to turn everything off. There's nothing worse than a power surge when your internet has to reboot. Everything's got to reconnect. It's like, come on. Well, I hope everybody's doing great, ready for Thanksgiving tomorrow. I know there's going to be a lot of people traveling, so I hope everybody's safe. There's tremendous lines at all the airports. Oh my God, it's a very stressful day if you're traveling. I understand it's raining out there. At least there's no severe weather, so hopefully there's not a lot of delays. So wherever you're going, hope you're safe. Enjoy your traveling, and maybe we can all watch Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I always forget about Planes, Trains, and Automobiles until about today, and I start really digesting the fact that Thanksgiving's here, and then for some reason that movie pops into my head every time. I love that movie. Who else loves Planes, Trains, and Automobiles? Such a classic. Oh, Shelly says 40 flights delayed. Well, it's not too bad, I guess. So anyway, this is our Daily Brew brought to you by our great friends at ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. I know a lot of you will be visiting them today as you get your holiday dishes prepared for tomorrow. They have an amazing wine selection that they're famous for from all around the world. So thank you for all the MWP supporters that support ABC and all the support they give us throughout the year. We appreciate that, and hopefully you're getting all set for the big day tomorrow. So this is Hunter. This is not Louis Richard. It's Hunter. It looks just like him. I swear sometimes he looks like his brother. They're so fun. They wake up and they play for like an hour. And Hunter's like crazy. He grabs toys out of his toy box. Julie puts them in just like a little kid. He'll grab every single toy out of his toy box and he'll run around the house with it. And him and Louie play tug of war, and Louie tries to get it. Hunter steals it and shakes it. I mean, they're like little kids. It's so fun to watch. He's actually 3 years old too, so he's still not really a puppy anymore. But we've watched Hunter go through a lot together. He had pneumonia, if you all remember, this year. We had to rush him to the hospital. If you diehards know, he used to make a lot of snorting and wheezing, but he's gotten a whole lot better. I'm glad we didn't have to do the surgery. Good morning, Mr. Eric. How's it going down there, buddy? Hope you're doing well. You got a little rain coming your way today. Gobble, gobble, gobble. We got big rain going on right now. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about Thanksgiving. We're going to talk about the future, what's coming ahead. Other than eastern North Carolina right now, there's a little chance of some severe storms still right now brewing. Ian Campbell, good morning. Hope you're doing well down in Jamaica. Do they celebrate Thanksgiving in Jamaica? How would that work? It's just another reason to party, right? Shelly, you're right. Hunter does do the old it's like he's so proud. I can't get him to lower his head. Nope. Okay. He's not purring, Richard. No. Mike Soul, good morning. We're over there on YouTube. Paul, good morning. Two Pauls. Paul Strauss and Paul Griffith. Good morning. Good morning. Venturous Realtor. Good morning. William said he loves plane trains. The funniest scene was those aren't pillows. Those aren't pillows. I like the one where they're going the wrong way. And they're like yelling, "You're going the wrong way." And then John Candy says, "How do they know where we're going?" What's up, Miss Katie? Elizabeth? Lowerhead Reed, your favorite holiday. Well, there you go. How about that? We're lucky because our folks live here, and it'll be a little sad. Emily's not with us anymore, Julie's mom, so it'll be a little hard on Julie, I'm sure. But most of our family's local, so we get to see each other a lot. Who's going to watch the Macy's Day Parade? How about the dog show? Me. All right, everybody stay about 100. We will not be live Friday. What vehicle is safe to drive, Brad? Which one? Tell me. Oh, hey, Fort Pierce Inlet State Park Rangers. Karen, that's awesome. I was just over at Fort Pierce tracking that wild storm a couple days ago. Cody Reeves, what's up? Jeff, happy Turkey Day. Cool. Tina, good morning. Brad, what vehicle? I need to know what you're talking about. I'm curious. Curious. All right, well, anyway, let's talk a little weather. I love the dog show. The dog show's good. I think a little Frenchie last year won, didn't it? Or one. So we are a cool little weather family, Vicky. Yes, we are. We've named ourselves Coneheads years ago because we all live by the cone of uncertainty, especially when it's a storm. We do have this little guy. Let's talk about it real quick, and then we'll talk about everything. This is actually old PTC 22, but we got people in Azores. Believe it or not, some of the models are showing this thing developing into a sub 1,000 millibar system, and it would be there this weekend. So if you're in the Azores, we have a lot of followers in the Azores, believe it or not. This little system might actually develop and end up coming this weekend. It's a 50% chance right now. Regardless, it'll be a low pressure area, storms and rains. So I wanted to point that out real quick. Here's current radar. Big frontal line. We got some snow way up in the northeast. We got heavy rains in eastern Carolina right now, North Carolina. Still potential of a tornado popping up here and there. So definitely, the next few hours, it's going to be a little rocky in eastern North Carolina. The frontal line's fizzling out. It is going to pass through Florida today. It's going to be a really thin line. Maybe a sprinkle here, sprinkle there. Nothing heavy. And we do have some rains down in South Texas. This is the area it's going to hang around. And this little area right here could end up coming this way Friday. This is old leftover frontal line. So we're going to see what happens here. Nothing showing strong. So we're going to talk about that. So there is still that chance of some late week rains after Thanksgiving heading into the Florida Peninsula somewhere. So we'll talk about that. This is coming in a couple days. Signs early next week, we could have another little system popping up here in the Gulf coming across. We'll get into that too. Here's some cool radar imagery here. We can look at some live stuff, let you know what's going on. Here is big old blob. So you can kind of see the general motion is heading off to the east. But there's still heavy rains here passing. Looks like the heavy stuff is past Asheboro and Charlotte area. But we still got a lot more to come. It is stretching down here into Carolinas and Georgia. So that is what's there. It's going to be gone by tonight. Good news. A little bit of snow up here to the northeast falling, but nothing severe. It's great news. This little line through Florida, it's just going to be a skinny little line. I mean, we got actually right off my coast right here. Look at this. We got a little bit of incoming rain currently. Look at that. What is that stuff? So we'll see who gets some surprise little sprinkles here and there. This is live radar. And then, as I mentioned, over in Texas, this is the blob that's going to hang around. And it could bring some rains, unfortunately, tomorrow to the upper Gulf. So if you're up there tomorrow, could be a couple sprinkles here and there. So that might be a little downer for Thanksgiving, a little bit. All right, happy Thanksgiving there, Vicky, John, appreciate that. Teresa, there might be a little ice way up top, I don't know. Richard's making famous mashed potatoes. Gotta love it. Eric, yeah, I did a little TikTok yesterday. The difference from Manatee, Sarasota Airport, Bradenton to Fort Lauderdale is almost 100 inches of rain, almost difference between 175 miles. Fort Lauderdale area 100 plus inches. West Coast Florida 20 inches. So the difference of this teeny little peninsula here, almost 100 inches difference in rain from the East Coast to West Coast. Phenomenal. Crazy. Hard to even understand, right? So all right, let's talk about some other things here real quick. We got SPC outlooks. This is for today. So dark green is what they're saying. The next few hours, we could see a little more chance of storms here. Very isolated thunderstorms here through the Florida Peninsula and northeastward. So the light green means it could be an isolated thunderstorm. Nothing severe expected. But that is that frontal line coming through. Tomorrow, Thursday, look at that. Couldn't ask for more perfect weather for Thanksgiving as far as severe weather goes. Great news, right? No severe weather expected Thursday. No severe weather expected on Friday. Hazard map. This was looking out from 11/24 to 11/28. Nothing expected through the 28th of November. Now, Alaska, yes. I think I shared it yesterday. We talked about it yesterday. There's a huge low pressure area slamming southern parts of Alaska continuously. So they're expecting some blizzard-like conditions here, a lot of winds in Alaska, but nothing for continental U.S. You got to love it. But looking ahead, this is El Nino at its finest. All right, so there are signs of back-to-back weather systems starting to pop up out of the Gulf of Mexico, which drives in moisture and storms towards the south, especially Florida. So here's your outlook from November 27th to December 1st. This is the last week of November. Seeing above average rain, especially for Florida. Doesn't mean like a lot, like inches, who knows, but it just means that the conditions are there for above average rains, definitely, and drier to the north. Two signs there of El Nino. Lower jet stream to the south, dry to the north. And then if you go further, day 8 to 8/14, this is going into the first week of December. Look at that. Southern rains, dry up north. Now, it doesn't mean you won't get like a cold front here and there. It just means overall rain accumulations or snow accumulations are going to be below normal, but above normal going into December. And there's another one I want to show you. This is a 3 to 4 week outlook that goes into the middle of December, right? So we'll see. We will see, as I say, we will see. But there are signs going into the next 3 to weeks or so that we could see more rain along the south, especially Florida. All right, so what is everybody going to wake up to tomorrow? Let's talk about that. Thanksgiving Day. Cheers to Louie. This would make a great Christmas present, by the way. You should get the Louie mug. The first official merchandise I ever sold was the Louie mug about 4 years ago. Everybody needs Louie in the morning. Now we need one that says Louie and Hunter in the morning. Coolest thing ever was I was at Jupiter Inlet, and a gentleman drove by and knew me, and he's like, Mike, and we talked, and said he watches every day, 9:19. Doesn't ever comment, which 99% of our watchers do. Then he drinks coffee with us. So if you're that dude from Jupiter Inlet, cheers to you. He caught me flying my drone, and I was in panic mode. The drone was going the wrong direction because of the winds. I had to lower it. David, good morning from Tallahassee. Yeah, it might be a little dry up there and windy maybe. What's up, Josh Prime? Good morning. Hey, I got up this morning and worked a little bit on the yard because we're putting up Christmas, thank goodness. Julie's done a phenomenal job in the house. I'm really excited we got most of it up. It's always stressful after Thanksgiving, but it was so humid this morning, man. I was sweating. I'm like, oh, that's why I put that water vapor map online, because you can see where the dry air is right now, and it's not over middle Florida. So as a front comes down, it squishes all that moisture out ahead of it, and all that moisture ahead of a front is always foggy, wet, high humidity, and that's what we're feeling right now in Central Florida. But tomorrow, look at this. Anybody in the reds is in the 20s. Anybody in the light blues is in the 30s. We're going to have 30s in Florida. Almost every state's going to be in the 30s tomorrow morning. You can almost say that with certainty, except Hawaii. 30s for everybody. There will be 30s somewhere in your state for the whole United States. All 48 states here that I'm showing on this map will be in the 30s somewhere. Cold morning. I mean, we're talking 20s North Georgia, 20s possibly in North Alabama, 20s down in Louisiana. Southeast specifically, since a lot of our viewers are right here, here's what tomorrow morning can look like for Thanksgiving. Check this out. 56 in Tampa, 56 in Orlando. 65, the front kind of makes it through y'all down south. 74 in the Keys. I know y'all go to the Keys to get away from this cold stuff, so that's great news for y'all, right? 70 in Miami area, 67 in Fort Lauderdale. So front makes it down pretty far. Okeechobee's going to be feeling some 50s, but we got 40s. We're going to have 30s in the Panhandle somewhere. This is tomorrow morning. High temperatures tomorrow. Look at that. 20s and 30s for Harold, if he's watching. 40s. These are highs. It's going to be chilly across the mountains. Might not even get out of the 40s in the mountains. Not even going to get out of the 50s in Alabama or Mississippi. We're going to still see some warmer, areas across the Southwest and definitely down in South Florida. But these are your high temperatures. Tomorrow, let's zoom in on South Florida, 82. So, but what's cool about it is this. Look at this. Across Interstate 4, 71 for a high temperature tomorrow. That is probably the coolest day maybe of the season. I don't know. But 71 for a high feels cold. This is definitely jeans and sock weather for a lot of us. It's official socks and flip-flop alert tomorrow. So, yeah, high temperatures. Look at that. 60s for most of the state, half the state. 50s in the Panhandle. So that's tomorrow, Thanksgiving Day temperatures. How about that? But there you go. So pretty cool morning. Shelly said they're all ready for the big zoo on Friday. Let's get into some general weather. I want to show you some maps. We're going to tropical tidbits. We're going to check out this Gulf blob that might be brewing for Friday on Black Friday for the southeast. Don't forget we're streaming live on X, Facebook, and YouTube. YouTube is sponsored by our good buddies at Direct Remodels. We are working on a link. Believe it or not, they are huge fans of ours, and we only go partners with companies that are basically fellow MWPs anymore because they have to believe in what we do, and they definitely do. But they're going to have a 40% discount for MWPs. That's incredible. One of my neighbors just got a quote from them, almost half the price of other competitors in the area. So we'll have that live soon. So if you're looking for impact windows, I'm excited to be able to share a link. I get asked that a lot. And the coolest thing about Direct Remodels, are made in America, customer focused, and top rated in Florida. So we'll be talking more about that. 40% off, though. Can you believe that? That's going to be great. I love it when companies like Furman give an amazing discount. We've had so many people buy, and I can't tease anything, but we've had people reach out about Christmas presents with Furman's. So some of y'all are already planning ahead there with some gifts for Christmas, which is pretty cool. All right, here we go. Let's look at this Gulf blob. So tomorrow is Thanksgiving. This is Friday. That little blob in Texas is expected to be a low pressure area. No severe weather expected with this little blob. However, it has been showing to have possibly some heavy rains with it. This is Friday, 10 a.m. This is the latest look. This is Friday night, 8 p.m. So this is Saturday, 4 a.m. And then whatever happens, it's gone by Saturday. So the National Weather Service is talking about it. They don't know what to expect as far as thunderstorms go. Models have been all over the place. A Euro here showing Friday night, little glob of low pressure with some storms. Could reach Florida, could reach me Saturday morning, 4 a.m. So really nobody knows what to expect. This is frontal line leftovers, that secondary surge from this front. And we'll see. This is Saturday morning, 5 a.m. The models have been everywhere. What it's going to do, if it's going to be anything, if it's a little low pressure or not, we'll see. But, definitely showing up as a possibility of some Florida Peninsula rains sneaking in Friday or Saturday before it clears on out. Now, we got another system that looks like it could be brewing early next week in the Gulf here. This is Monday, starting to see signs of another dip. Jet stream, induced system here. And, GFS has been a little bit more aggressive lately on a midweek run here towards Florida again. So, that's not an organized system, obviously, but that's later next week. We could see something brewing and then heading into the southeast. That is so typical of El Nino right there. That's why these rain maps that I showed you are showing increased rain going into the end of the month, first part of December. So this would be next week, Thursday, Friday, maybe setting up out here. Could bring some rain to the upper Gulf Coast. Euro is not as excited about it the last run, but it has shown it here. This is next Tuesday, basically end of the week. So, I like looking ahead. This is next Thursday, and the Euro and the GFS up here. So, basic bottom line is El Nino induced system. First of the week looks like it could be brewing towards Florida for next week into the first part of December. So, Yeah. Oh, I wanted to show you this too. So Julie is. I meant to show and tell stuff all the time. Oh, and I didn't do the shirt. Okay, I got to do the shirt because Julie wants me to put it away. Two things, and then we're going to show the GFS. Julie's putting up Christmas ornaments. This is cute. I wanted to show this. So she made this. It's kind of funny. She goes, "All is calm," and then she says, "Nope." This is during Ian. "All is calm." Nope, that's me and Cantori, meaning there's trouble. And then she said, "All is bright," and she says, "Yep," because that's a picture of me and Phil getting rescued by Phil's wife Rachel when my truck blew up in the floodwater. So it was cute. And then she put a little Hurricane Ian memory. So that was neat. And then what I wanted to show the last couple of days, I got to show it because we got to clean up the house. So I got this cool shirt. Where's my letter at? Here, I got to find my letter. Wrote me a nice letter. I always like to show these letters. This is from Seth from Boca Raton. So he designed a shirt, said he saw my article in the USF magazine. He's a fellow bull. And Seth from Boca Raton. I don't want to say your last name. I don't know, whatever. But Seth, I got your letter. Now, he designed this shirt. Check this out. So I'm a bull. I'm with the USF. It's a really cool design. See if I can show it on here. You can kind of see it, right? A little bit. But what's neat about it is when you turn it upside down, see the bowl? See the bowl? There's a bowl. There's a bowl there, right? See the bowl? Right? USF bowl. But when you turn it upside down, the hand gesture that they all use, right there, you can see it. See the hand? The bowl. So that was so creative. Seth, I appreciate it. So that's what I've been meaning to show. So a fellow USF follower sent me a shirt, which I appreciate. So thank you for that. Pretty neat. Drew's like, you got to show it because I got to clean the table. But it's the bowl. The bowl. The bowl. Time to finish outside lights. Eric, yep, me too. Somebody actually reminded me. Katie, yeah, well, I saw that on my own. I'll give myself credit. So we talked about the weather. Let's talk about long range. Let's show you what's going on. Let's go to tropicaltidbits.com. Let's just kind of show you the trends here on what's coming. So here's that golf action, and coming Friday, we'll see what it does. A little low pressure showing 10-15, nothing to stress about, obviously, but could bring some surprise weather in the Florida Peninsula. Looks like it's more later Friday, Saturday. Slow down a little bit, so this could be overnight Friday into Saturday morning. And then next week, here's that next little system maybe trying to get going. Just kind of showing you that jet stream pattern that's just there for the next 10 days. So a lot of moisture the next 10 days out of that thing. And whatever happens in Florida, that little low is going to bend up towards the northeast area, and we'll see if it brings any rain to Carolinas later part of the weekend, maybe merge with another front for the northeast. So that's kind of that. You see it. GFS here, let's put it on frozen precip, see if there's any rains coming. This is Friday. There's our blob in the Gulf. Comes across. This is Friday night, maybe some rain Friday across there. Nothing organized, but could be Friday, Saturday rains. Sticking to the south a little bit. It curves up a little low pressure first part of the week. And maybe some snow. And here's that secondary blob starting middle of early part of next week, and then it comes across, and then another one. So, this is El Nino, man. It's showing up. Consistent areas, boom, boom, boom. So, if this would materialize, it would be the end of next week. A heavy rainmaker that comes across. Now we look at some of the ensembles here with the Euro, and you can kind of see here, it's basically kind of showing that surge this is next Thursday. So not really showing it on the operational models, but it is showing increased moisture next week. So that kind of verifies what the GFS is showing. Something toward the middle part, end of next week here coming up to maybe watch. So as far as storms and rains go. The Canadian model, let's see what she's cooking. Nothing showing that blob, and then here's next Monday, kind of showing nothing. So here's that little blob maybe. So yeah, you know, there's nothing really showing up. I mean, no snowfall to really talk about it. Significant, you know, at least through the weekend. Now that GFS, well, that's a little hyperactive. I don't think that's right. It could be maybe. But yeah, I mean, nothing. Normal stuff up north, obviously. I don't know. Let's put on the old water vapor map and call it a day, because there's really nothing to talk about significant. Kind of went over everything. We'll see if old. Let's leave this one on right. Well, I want to do. Let's do the whole U.S. here. Let's go Conish. And we'll go water vapor. This is always a good loop. Water vapor loop. This is, let's go this one here. This is lower level water vapor. So a little more idea what's going on. So we'll leave this up while we chit chat. This is the current look at things with our frontal line. So you can see that frontal line's pulling up moisture all the way from the Pacific, and that's what's juicing things up in Texas. Loretta Reed, hope you're doing good. Thanks for all that you do, and been a big long-term time supporter of our page. Tropical Troubles. Do y'all have Christmas ornaments? Golly, I don't think we do. That would be amazing to do. Well, if we do, I'll reach out to you on X. Okay. Oh, hey, look at that. Let's wind status for tomorrow. Great question. You know, there really isn't anything to worry about. So that's why. Hey, look at that. My buddy Crowder. What are you up to, buddy? I'll be over there Friday, Chris, hanging out with you. I got a couple stops to make on the way. But yeah, well, we can look at the wind forecast for Thursday. I always like this map, though, because it shows you where the front line's at, where the dry air is behind it. So that's always a sign of cool, crisp air following this frontal line. So if it's a little warm and muggy, you're right. But it should be gone. Like I said, tomorrow's going to be very crisp and cool for most everybody Okeechobee North. All right, let's look at the wind forecast for the Macy's Day Parade. I don't think there's anything to worry about, honestly. I think we can zoom in on New York a little closer here. I don't know if the wind shows up. Yeah, it does, actually. All right, let's take a look. Yeah, see, there's nothing. We got to go 12Z, though, to go a little farther in time. This is gust. Nah, I don't see nothing significant. So they should be all right. Snoopy. I never liked Snoopy, but I don't know what made me think of Snoopy. So the winds look good tomorrow. Let's go to, speaking of dry air, let's look at southeast tomorrow, just to kind of give you an idea what it's going to look like with dry air. That frontal line is going to pass through, and we really don't show the dry air. That's interesting. It's going to be cold, though. That's weird. I thought for sure we'd see low humidity tomorrow. That makes sense, I guess. Precipitable water map kind of shows it. Might not be as The dew points are down though. Here's your dew points tomorrow morning: 49 in Tampa, 48. That's not temperature, that's dew points. So that won't be. That'll make it help. It'll feel a little better with those little dew points. Humidity obviously will be a little high, but not that bad. It'll be in the 50s. So that's not too bad at all. Humidity's under 50%. Not bad. Still a little muggy in the morning though, even though it's going to be cold. It's going to be a wet cool in the morning on Thanksgiving. But then the dry air comes in midday. And at least not too bad. So, all right. So I do need to go look on Christmas. All right, weather themed Christmas tree. That'd be pretty cool. All right. So that's about it. We're gonna be taking a couple days off. Apparently everybody's gonna be shopping on Friday, so Shelly said she's got a big day Friday too, so I got a couple appointments on Friday, and then I'm gonna go hang out with my racing buddies at Daytona. All right, so there you go. Hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving, everybody, and we are all one big happy weather family. We've been through a lot of storms together. Been doing this live since Hurricane Matthew days, and hopefully we've got you through some storms and provided some content that you found meaningful, and we've all become family. I hope your family and y'all have a great holiday wherever it may be, and countdown to Christmas is on, right? So yeah, it'll be a fast month coming ahead for sure. All right, well, that's it for me. I cannot wait for some Thanksgiving grub tomorrow. Oh my God. I don't think I'm going to eat today because we have 2 dinners we go to tomorrow. And so it's the only time all year I've had turkey. It's the only time all year that I've had squash, and it's the only time all year we've had green bean casserole. Have not had stuffing all year. I don't think I've had gravy all year. So there's 5 things right there that I have not ate all year that we're going to have tomorrow. All right, that's it, guys and gals. We love you all. Have a great holiday. We'll be back on Monday, and we'll start the countdown to Christmas, I guess. All right, see ya. Bye-bye.